Hi and welcome back to Cheeky Crypto. My name's Chris and it's fantastic to have you back with us for another video. And in today's video, we're going to have a look at big news concerning Cardano. Charles has come out and sort of highlighted flaws in Ethereum and Bitcoin. We're going to dig into that. We're going to have a look at some of the data concerning Cardano and ADA, the number of projects building on the ecosystem. We're going to go into some granular detail that you don't normally get covered on YouTube. And the other thing to highlight and talk about is perhaps the amount of ADA that's been lost in the Celsius bankruptcy saga, right? And one person's lost a horrendous amount of ADA. So definitely stay tuned to find out more on that. If you enjoy this sort of content, mash up the like button, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, tap in that bell, selecting all the notifications so you never miss a video. And don't forget to jump in the Discord. Over 4,500 people supporting one another navigate this space safely in the Discord. Now, it's absolutely free to join. Link is in the description of this video. You won't regret going down and viewing it, and you've got nothing to lose. It's absolutely free. Right, let's get down to the desktop. Okay, so we're going to start here on CoinMarketCap. Now, Cardano was under 40 cent when I first started recording. It's down 3.80% at the time of recording, at 40 cent 01, ranked 8th by market cap. ADA is an absolute steal, in my opinion, right now. But I'm not a financial advisor, so treat this as educational purposes only. I'm not encouraging anybody to FOMO into ADA or any other project that I talk about on this channel. One thing that I am encouraging you to FOMO into is your own research. Go find out if ADA, is a project that resonates with you. The only way you can do that safely in the crypto space is by doing your own research. Take no influencer's word for it. Go back up what I'm saying with your own research, right? It's really important. So look, love ADA. Think it's a fantastic project. Massively invested in it. One for the future, in my opinion. Right, let's have a look at the first article here. Charles Hoskinson, Cardano founder, points out flaws in Ethereum and Bitcoin. Now, I don't need to read this to understand what it is that he was talking about in this interview, because we recently had an interview with Charles. Check it out. Details are on the channel. He covers both of these subjects in our interview in much more detail that I'm going to cover off. Now, basically, if we look at Ethereum, the gripe or the flaw that is being highlighted is the amount of Ethereum that is being locked away, which means you can lock it up, you can stake it, but you can't unstake it. Hotel California, I think, is what Charles keeps referring to. Now, what is wrong with this? Well, it could potentially lead to a liquidity problem or a crisis on Ethereum. If people keep locking it up and there's a burn mechanism, it will, over time impact the liquidity. You can't take out or unstake until the next upgrade. So it's a really important and interesting take to have. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on that and everything Ethereum in the comments below. Now, the other thing regarding Bitcoin is the fact that, actually once it's all mined, are you going to need the Bitcoin network? Probably not. And this opens the door for the likes of Bitcoin to go on to, say, the Cardano ecosystem and many other ecosystems, right? So interesting take on it all. Let me know your thoughts and opinions. Definitely worth, talking about. I do think it's a good talking point. Anyway, let's move on. Let's have a look. So this one is basically Celsius. Cardano investors lose ADA worth more than $25 million to the Celsius freeze. Now, one thing that really does stand out and is massively alarming is somebody locked up or has locked up 60 million ADA they have staked or stuck in Celsius, belongs to just one person. That is a horrendous amount. What's that? Over 37 million, I think, is what they were articulating in this tweet. Crazy amounts locked up, and potentially you're not going to get that back. It's going to be interesting to see how everything surrounding Celsius unfolds, and a lot of this information hasn't been leaked, but due to the bankruptcy lawsuit or case, you can access most of the details online now, which is really apparent. And if you're liking your privacy, maybe a bit of a concern for people, right? Moving on, and we've got Cardano. More than 1,000 projects build on Cardano, with 6.3 million native tokens and 51 million transactions. Success report. Now, I'm not going to read through the article. I don't want to spend too much time on it, but I have the slide here, right? So the slide basically tells us key highlights. Cardano node test documentation is now open source. So that's great news. Deadliest team is finalizing work on release v.5.1.0. Ongoing work on the SEC release process. Implementation of hybrid regulation mode for SPOs in Mithril. Project Catalyst reflection on Fund 9 outcomes in preparation for Fund 10. Statistics to date: 102 projects launched on Cardano, 6.3 million native tokens, Plutus scripts 3,392, 1,117 projects building on Cardano, 62,753 token policies or native tokens, and then 51.3 million total number of transactions. And this is direct from IOHK. So look, lots of people talk about Cardano being a ghost chain, which is absolute nonsense. Look, Cardano, has been slow to get to where it needs to go, but this is all part of the process. It's better this way. If you rush to market, you end up with a scenario like Solana. Now, if you want to go back in time, I mean, going way back, Ethereum had very similar issues to what Solana is having with the downtime. Solana are talking about fixing it, but talk is cheap. I prefer to see projects that, slowly build and, basically are more secure and safer for investors. And that is what Cardano is. The only other project that, I think is fairly similar is Algorand. I think both of these projects are pretty good, and I think they're both going to do really well in the next bull cycle. But don't take my word for it. Go do your research and see whether these projects resonate with you. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, mash up that like button. We really do appreciate it. It does support the channel. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Would love to have you as a subscriber. Seeing the amount of subscribers that we've got already is just unreal. It's unbelievable, and we really do appreciate it. And tap that bell, select all the notifications so you never miss a video, and I will catch you in the next one. Take care.